What's up, everybody? This is John Ladd.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brad Newberry.
And this is our new podcast called What's in the Box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
The reason we're doing a podcast called What's in the Box is because we like to learn about things about our clients,
About our boxes?
about our boxes. We want to go deeper into those subject matters and find out, what makes people tick, what makes bands and companies and organizations really just why they do what they do. Because, I really feel like once you know why somebody does what they do, you can really appreciate what they do.
Yeah, we want to get deep in your box.
On that note, we got some awesome stuff to talk about, and we are going to be going over some
questions from Instagram that we got the other night. John posted a picture of me and then tagged it with asking some questions, and we got some questions, and we picked the best ones.
Yes.
So, first question is from Dad Body.
Dad Bowdy?
Bowdy. I think it's supposed to be Dad Body. Dad Body, if you're watching this, show us your body.
And isn't every dad have a dad body no matter what the size it is?
Yeah, I'm a dog dad. You're a dog dad.
Yeah, I have a dog dad body. Extra hairy.
Like father, like son.
I love you, boy.
Okay, so first question from Dad Body is, why does Elden Ring hate me so much?
And what is Elden Ring?
Elden Ring is the hot new video game everyone is talking about.
It was just like a Fortnite thing that I'm just not paying attention to, or what?
It's a Souls game. Hidetaka Miyazaki, and if I don't pronounce that right, I'm terribly sorry. Like Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne.
So there's a little bit of, I don't know. There's a lot of people call it role play, but I don't like it when people call it role playing games.
It is an RPG.
Okay.
It's a role playing game.
It is what it is. I never got into role playing games really. I mean, they tried to role play stuff like Battlefield and stuff like that, where you're like, the XP points go up and you just get better weapons or better abilities.
I like leveling up things.
So it's like, but that's mainly you just have a character that's just getting better.
Yeah, this is more open world, and I think that's why it hates you so much, Dad Body. It hates me too. I promise you it does. Ironically enough, this past Sunday, I went and bought Xbox Series S and
S or X?
Series S, because you can't find the Series X's because, the times that we are living in. But yeah, I went and bought a TV and an Xbox just for this game because I've been waiting on it for like 3 years.
That sounds awesome.
It is pretty cool, but it's open world, and that's kind of weird for a Souls game.
Yeah, I get stuck, for me personally, I get stuck in one of your first-person shooters, maybe your Grand Theft Auto open sandboxy kind of stuff, and really that's just me rolling around a city doing very terrible things to people.
You can get a horse on this, and you can go pretty fast.
Can you set him on fire?
Oh, yeah, there's fire magic.
I want the horse.
Oh, no, he's technically, I think he's like a ghost apparition type thing.
Yeah, I got a whole playground on fire in GTA.
Just went for it.
Yep. Just Molotov cocktail. They thought it was soda pop, and then they burned to death.
Straight to the playground. Now, George R.R. Martin actually helped co-write the story to this game. So it's super high fantasy, tons of dragons. I love it, but it's different. I love it, but I don't like it yet, if that makes sense.
I have a question for you, since you like stuff like that. Did you see the new Dune, and do you like stuff like that?
We were going to watch it the other night, and I remember you telling me to go watch it, but that's one of those movies that you kind of like want to watch in the theater.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the thing about it is that there's something in the story, and I might be saying it wrong, but
Spoiler alert.
well, this is like thousands of years before Dune. They used to have computers. I guess they were a lot of high technology kind of stuff, and they made a rule that says you can't have computers anymore. Nothing. Thou shalt not make a AI in the shape of a human's mind.
Okay.
So everything is on and off switch, kind of like analog, just like get stuff done. So like in this movie, you feel like it's super futuristic, but they're like eating it like a table that looked like would come out of Game of Thrones or something, or like it's very organic. Everything's very like not like in the other Star Wars movies where just like white paneled,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
sterile.
Looks like the future.
Yeah,
This looks like the past.
This looks like the past, but the future at the same time, and so it's got this really charming element to it. You know what used to do that was Atari 2600, and all those back
Yeah.
in the day. Like they had wooden
Panels. Yeah.
and I saw that the new Atari that they were talking about coming out with was completely wooden and like etched with lasers and stuff like that. And it was like they had that same idea, like we're so futuristic that we went
back in time.
back in time to use wood again.
Use the wood.
Cut down the trees for the future.
Save the children.
Yeah, don't play GTA, save the children.
Okay. So next question is from Fecto Graphics. And he said, tips please on how you have managed to grow such a majestic head of hair.
Is that for you?
I would imagine.
I will say though, not to cut you off, I probably have more jealous friends at my age right now because of my hair. Like I'm not losing any hair at all. Maybe my beard went white. I was terrified when that started happening, but then everybody thinks it's cool.
I mean, yeah, my grandma and mom still have their hair. I'm gonna go gray though. I don't know about beard. I think it'll stay red, but hair.
I thought my beard would stay a brownish color, but nope. I'm getting Santa chops going.
You're what, 12 years older than I am?
Sure.
Yeah. So give me 10 more years, y'all.
It'll happen. And you know what? It just happened. Like it wasn't even like, I think I looked in the mirror and I was like, what? Who are you?
If I live to 40, I'll be gray.
Yep. And it's fine. You used to not, you sounded scary, but then a lot of 27-year-old girls feel like it's appropriate just to touch your face in public. And that's like, this is awful.
Please don't touch me.
Just don't touch me.
How have I managed to grow it? I don't know. I just don't cut my hair, man.
Neglect.
Absolute neglect. I got it up in a bun right now, whatever you want to call this, because it's too long. It's the longest it's ever been. And I just let it grow. I get a haircut. And when I say haircut, I get a trim every 3 to 6 months whenever I feel like it, or whenever, I want to visit the Fantastic Sam's in Canton. Shout out to Fantastic Sam's in Canton. $16. Whatever.
It's kind of weird that we have hair. I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like animals are just covered in fur, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we just have a big old poof on top of our head and some other places. I can't stand back hair, by the way. Like I have very little back hair and I can't stand it. And this is a little TMI, but once a month I go to the waxing lady and she tears my back hair out every month.
Does it hurt?
And like the worst pain ever. But it's so fast. It's just like, but then you start laughing. It's weird. It's like a weird. I think a lot of people have that kind of thing happen with tattoos. For a minute, you're like, have you ever left getting a tattoo and you feel like kind of, I won't say high, but kind of loopy a little bit or something, like kind of.
You've lost a lot of miasma.
What? Asthma?
Miasma.
I don't know what that is.
Miasma. I think it's the fluid that carries blood. I bleed like a stuck pig when I get tattooed. So I know what you're saying. I feel weak.
Yeah, but on the ride home or something like that, do you feel kind of loopy or anything? Like the endorphins are kicking in?
Oh, yeah, but I really think that's just because, like, blood loss for me.
It's like,
So much.
I need nutrients and blood to have feelings, so no, I'm blood so much I don't feel anything. No, they tear it out, like it's very systematic, and then I get it from the table and I'm like, whoa, like it feels like
Really, like a release.
Yeah, but it's like euphoric for a minute, and then I look like a nude baby when you eat from the back.
I don't have a lot of like. I've got a lot of hair on my head. I don't have much on my body at all.
Yeah, and there's always that guy at the beach. He's got a full coat. He looks like Wolfman. And then you have certain friends. Not going to say any names. It looks like a burn victim. They have like patches of hair all over their back, but they're missing.
Really?
Yeah, it never just came through all perfect. They look like
That's how my cheeks are.
they look like a wolf man going through puberty.
Like stuck mid transition
Yeah,
from like human to wolf.
Just patches.
Yeah, he never grew his teeth in.
Yep. And so, yeah, we have genetics in his hair. That's what. So, but that's the answer to the question. But I'm thankful for my hair, but only my head hair and I guess my beard.
Yeah, I wish I could grow a beard on my cheeks.
Our sales manager, he can grow like all the way up to like the right there to his bones. I told him to do it, but he says he looks like a wolf man. I'm like, that's why.
Yeah, just do it.
That's
Yeah.
why you should do it.
You got that aesthetic, man.
So yes, thank you for the hair question.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And by the way, everybody who's asking these questions, we're going to be sending free T-shirts to you guys. Also, if you're watching this right now and you have a question, you should be sending those questions to us at media@terminustees.com. If we use your question during one of these Dreamcasts that we're doing,
The Sega Dreamcast pod.
we'll send you free stuff because we can and we will. So yeah,
So, next question will be from our very own Josh Watkins. He says, magnets.
magnets, like as in just you just like discuss. There you go. Magnets.
Discuss magnets. You got any thoughts on magnets, John?
I've got lots of thoughts on magnets. I think magnets are so cool because you have basically it's a ring of energy that's flowing around a magnet at all times, but we can't see it.
No.
And we really can't feel it until you get in the way of it, or really in the way of another object that's being repelled or pushed from it.
Or if you have a metal plate in your head.
Yeah. And so I was about to say, too, that magnetism is going through our bodies at all times, like invisibly, like through another, I won't say another dimensional kind of thing.
Plane of existence.
Yeah, it's just kind of just moving through us. And there is a theory that Tesla was working on that said if you could tune a magnet's wire, like an electromagnet's wire, to the electrical, the Earth's magnetic field. So the problem is it's too much wavelength. It's too, like, think of waves and theirs are too big. But what happens is if you could get in what they call the pocket, just think of a real wave. If you could get inside that wavelength and just sit there, it would push, it would vibrate an object to give electromagnetic. So his idea was to do wireless electricity, and you would do it by basically locking into the Earth's magnetic field and riding it like a wave. Problem was the only thing that can tune into it, think of like a radio, would be a computer. So he didn't have computers back then to be able to dial into that. So just like self-tensioner guitar strings, you know, think of that. But if we knew we had to like tune into this one wave, then this object, my phone, would basically find that wave that's constantly pouring like a waterfall and just sit in the pocket like a surfer, and then you would have infinite energy. Magnets.
That's so interesting.
Yep. And I saw in, the magazine in the airplane where it has everything you should never buy, but you want to?
Sky Mall?
Yeah. I saw a magnetic bed that had like a chain on each corner, and it was repelling, the plates were repelling, and your mattress is on top, so your bed just hovers.
Just floats.
Just floats. You can jump on the bed and then that's levitation.
You'd feel like Han Solo or something.
Levitation is real if you cannot fall off the sides of it. That would be awful, though, because I was always afraid if the chain broke, then these two metal plates would smack down.
Yeah, you could crush your fingers in that very easily.
Have you ever seen a superconductor, though, before?
Like in real life?
No, even though, I mean, this stuff is fascinating, since we're on the magnetic talk.
Maybe.
So what we'll do is we'll put some, while I'm talking about this, we'll show some B-roll of superconductors. But basically, it's an object that if you drop it into super, super cold, like dry ice cold, it not only, like a magnet has, I think, one plane of magnetism, this one has two, so you can actually turn it sideways. It will levitate on a track. You can turn it sideways, upside down, anything. You can actually put it underneath the track, it'll suspend, but it basically looks like a flying saucer.
Yeah.
And if you can think the Earth is round, and if a flying saucer comes out of the coldness of space, super cold, and it locks into the two planes of magnetism on the Earth, boom, aliens.
It says superconductivity is a set of physical properties observed in certain materials where electrical resistance vanishes and magnetic flux fields are expelled from the material. Any material exhibiting these properties is a superconductor. Unlike an ordinary metallic conductor, whose resistance decreases gradually as its temperature is lowered, even down to near absolute zero, a superconductor has a characteristic critical temperature below which the resistance drops abruptly to zero.
Magnets.
Magnets.
So I like superconductor. When you're saying that, I was thinking a guy on a train going real fast, and he's like, "I'm doing it, make it go faster." Or a guy at an orchestra. It was like he's going so hard that his hair's going nuts.
You ever saw Whiplash?
Oh, the movie? No, I haven't. I know I like it though.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm gonna watch that.
It's totally unrelated to magnets, but
I get clips of movies on YouTube all the time, so I feel like I've seen the whole movie, but I've only seen I just saw the scene where he throws a chair at a child, and I was like, I'm watching that.
I mean, like, I'm biased because like I play drums, but it's nuts. But he is a superconductor.
Yes. So superconductors are frozen objects with multi-magnetism, or J.K. Simmons, I think is his name.
Yeah, J.K. Yeah.
Me and Caitlin calls him Juno's dad.
I always call him J. Jonah Jameson.
That works. We just have to see, because we forget his initials.
Well, honest to goodness, if you hadn't have said J.K. Simmons, I wouldn't have.
I almost always say
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The writer of Harry Potter was Juno's dad.
Juno's dad.
Yeah.
I never saw Juno. Doesn't that have Jason Bateman in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it Paul Rudd? Jason Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman. And it's kind of an eventless movie.
Doesn't she like get pregnant?
Yep. With Michael Cera's kid.
I've actually had Michael Cera's kid before.
Yeah. He's sweet.
He's a sweet kid. Speaking of Jason Bateman, I did finish Ozark.
You did?
I finished Ozark.
No spoiler alerts.
No spoilers. Just go watch Ozark.
It's intense. I will say the girl who plays Ruth.
Ruth, yeah.
She has a moment of complete breakdown at the end of the 7th episode or whatever and it's just, I want to start a death metal band with her so bad, a hardcore band.
It's nuts. It's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, she should be in a hardcore band now. All right, we got another question. I think we have, how many more left?
This is we chose 4, so this is the last one, and it's from Justin Frank 78. He says, "Why is your company so much better than everyone else?"
Jeez.
It's more than memes. You are top notch.
More than memes.
More than memes.
That's right. Well, what's interesting is I don't see a lot of other companies doing, let's go past memes, creative web content. We decided a long time ago, first of all, that we wanted to be able to communicate through social media with all these fun tools, but not just show off our equipment and just look at the machine spin. I mean, the magic is what...
Anybody can go buy the same machines we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, go buy them.
You can go get them.
Yeah, there's this level of creativity around it all. Not just the web content. I'm talking about the way we perceive the screen printing industry. One of the things that I was really passionate about when I came into all this is not to just do what everybody else is doing, because that's just the way it is in the screen printing industry. I think a lot of shops, to be specific, I think a lot of shops devalue the person at the end of the belt. They just call them like a belt.
Belt B word.
Belt B word. And that really made me upset when I heard that, because I was like, that's the last eyes before the customer gets to see the shirts is the person at the end of the belt. So to me, they're a quality assurance person. They're not just packing the shirts, but they're looking at the shirts and saying, this works. This is going to be good for. They're excited to make sure the quality is just on point. but everybody here has to have that. There's not like a job here that's just kind of like hanging out, like sweeping the floor kind of thing. Everybody has an integral part of a good looking shirt being made.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody is. Every position plays into the position after it.
Yeah, and so it's not. I think what the person was talking about the memes. I'm going to go ahead and translate that as just web content. I knew that we were heading that way because we had spent so much time making sure we were excellent at the printing process, and more importantly, on time. Like
Super efficient.
Yeah, that no one, a beautiful looking shirt late is a terrible shirt. You know what I mean? I've always felt that way. I felt, man, if we print this awesome looking artwork and they have a concert or a show or whatever's going on, and we miss it, that just spoils it. No one's excited about that anymore. They're mad at us. That's no fun. So we worked on the company, made sure that was pretty efficient, and that gave us the time to be creative. And this is what we do is we want to have fun at work with ideas and stories and filming and all that kind of stuff with our own stuff. It's creative, but we want to show off our shop in a totally different way. And actually, it's a cultural thing too for us. I'm amazed at how many people that work here can jump on camera and just flow with our style of humor and create. I don't know. That's just kind of. I probably hear. Like, people are like, how do you hire so many people that are actors and screen printers and stuff like that? And I'm like, well, when we hire people, they're neither.
Yeah, I mean, it comes in and it's more, I think it's because we really strive to make everybody comfortable. It's a comfortable place to come in and do a job. And if you want to film a video that day, you do it.
Yeah.
And I think, you got to, some people aren't comfortable on camera, and that's cool, but the majority of people here are.
Yeah. And for me personal, it has to be, I think I naturally enjoy and writing comedy. I remember touring in my band, mainly making fun of stuff. Like, I remember the shows and making fun of everything I could and just having a blast and like laughing as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so this is a place that we can do the work we need to do, but also add that flavor in there. And one of the hardest things about running any kind of company at all is content. Like, what do we actually talk about today? When you do a screen printing company, you have tons of different designs to look at. You have tons of different companies coming to order from you.
Yeah.
We could talk about all those companies, and that's kind of why we wanted to do this show. Is we wanted to start highlighting some of those companies, bring them on the show, maybe go out to their place, really just go over what they're doing and why what they're doing is cool to us.
Yeah.
So a big thing though is I think we can all tell, like that comment, like the person who asked that comment, when someone has something special going on at their place, you know what I mean, at their place of business, that you feel that extra touch, that extra, like, they're not just like throwing a business together or throwing music together, whatever they're doing. You feel something just fresh and like they're super passionate and proud of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it shows up in the air. Like, you just feel it. So we've got a lot of people we're talking to right now about doing some
coming on here and talking to us and
And we've just to get a little sneak preview. We're talking to Tanktown USA. That is a place in North Georgia where you can actually go there and ride a tank and run. And you can run over cars, not just any cars. Not like just go to the parking lot and smash everybody's cars. I mean,
I'm going to run over my own car.
Yeah, they're just like, go down to CarMax, have fun.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to go there. There's a really good bubble tea company down here that actually has their teas on tap, like a brewery would.
Tap tea.
And then we're going to see them pretty soon. And we got a reptile pet store. We got.
Oh yeah, there's so many people, and that's one of the cool things too. Like you said, you see so many things from these different companies, and you're like, well. And, us doing this every day, like, you see someone, they're like, wow, they're moving a lot of merchandise. What are, so obviously they are doing something correctly.
Yeah.
And
remember, people or people want to be fans of things. Once they find something they love or connect with, they want to wear the shirt because they identify with that thing. So yeah, I mean, we're excited to look at the people that are doing well in merchandise because there's something behind that, and we're going to basically learn more about that and show you guys some awesome stuff. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today, and we have a ton more coming your way. And remember, send any questions you have to media@terminustees.com. We feature you. You get free stuff.
Yeah, and you can always message us on Instagram as well. I'm pretty much always on there. I'll talk to you.
We want to say thank you to our unofficial sponsors, Quick Trip,
and
keep the taquitos rolling.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Over and out.